Testing, testing, testing. The light looks terrible, and I apologize. My hat looks crooked. Toe Beans, if you wouldn't mind letting me know how I sound, I would appreciate that, because I frequently have echo issues. Hello, Denisha. Okay, do I have everything? Almost. Hey, there's Jax, skirting in just in time. I gotta get one more Hank here. Awesome. Thank you so much. Plus, we are fixing to have some bad storms this way, so you're probably going to hear wind. Hopefully we don't hear anything other than wind. No thunder. I actually like storms though, but we don't need the extra sound effects. I am actually dying in order for Jax today. And for my giveaway, I'm going to have some speckled chunky yarn I'm going to dye. Yeah. Okay, I think I have all my colors out here. Yeah, we've got, we're going to be doing, oh, I didn't even mention. Sorry, I already got dye on me. I've been doing a lot of dyeing here lately. I've got 3 more collabs coming up soon. I've got, I didn't tell you guys, we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing Setta's Have a Blessed Day, and we're going to be doing Petra's Believe, both in worsted acrylic today. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how I do my speckling, which reminds me I need to get my mask. Unfortunately, I do have to wear that for this. In fact, it might be wise to go ahead and grab some colors for that. We'll do some blue and maybe, I got a yellow. Not yellow, we'll do, I don't know. Yeah, why not yellow? Even though it might wind up being, I'll just grab these 4 right here. Hello, Stephanie. Hope you're having a great day as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring my bucket over here. Actually, over here on the floor beside me. So I'm going to do Jack's order first. Let me dampen this down just a little bit because it helps the plastic wrap stick better. Looks like you can see my countertop pretty good, but up here, I don't know, if I put the light up high, you can see down here better. If I put it down low, well, you can see me better, but we'll look at the yarn instead. Hello, Dee. Welcome in. And as always, I'm sure there'll be something I forgot to grab. I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 plates so I don't have to get it with messy fingers. All right. So before I get my hands wet, go ahead and put some gloves on. Mary Ann. Hey, dear. Awesome. Do what you got to do. Glad you could pop in here and hang out with us. Okay, probably won't need those anymore. Keep them handy just in case, though. Alrighty. Let's get us a thing off of here. I've had these soaking in warm water and vinegar for about a half an hour. It's not really necessary to soak, but I do like having them, whether it's cotton, wool, or acrylic. I like to have them soaking for at least a little bit. Whether it's 10 minutes or whether it's overnight, I like to at least have a little something. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and I think I will do Have a Blessed Day first, which is purple, crystal violet, and lavender. And I also will be showing you guys the polyester. I kept telling myself all week long, you need to do a video about the polyester. I even recorded a couple clips for said video, but it never happened. So instead, I'm going to show it today, and I actually want to show those 2 clips that I made that I was planning on putting into a video. So, and then I will also, at the end of this broadcast today, I will be giving away those 2 hanks of polyester and dyed yarn. Alrighty, rinse this off. I see Miriam made it in. Hello, dear, and God bless you. Glad you could come in today. Teresa, hello. I try not to miss anybody. Try not to miss anybody. There's Miss Megan. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Amy. Great to see you. I'm doing great. How are you? Joyce Swenson. Thank you for coming in today, sweetheart. I like to kind of do each end if it's just well, any color, whether it's 3 or 4 or 5, whatever colors. I like to do the ends first because they're the whole loop, so they're going to be a longer section, or well, it's half. So basically, the middle needs to be like double of what that is. So I like to do the ends first so I can get a basic idea of whether I need to add a little bit more, which I am going to add just a tad right here. All right. Let me rinse this off. Okay, now violet in the middle. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I know one time I went through several of those. Well, I guess you would. I don't know what you call them. It's those blue ones. They're like wire swifts, and well, I've went through a couple of them, but the first one that ever broke on me, it was just like catastrophic. I've gotten several since then, but I also have a Stanwood that, there's things I like about the blue ones better than the Stanwood, simply because of the way it can mount at any angle, up and down or sideways. It doesn't matter. I had to make a special contraption to do my Stanwood sideways, but it didn't take me long to have to get on Amazon and get me another one, because that's something you pretty much got to have. Or once you've had one, you have to have it. So glad you could make it, Vicki. And there's Sunita and Doris. Hi, guys. Glad y'all could come in today. Let me flip this over. Yeah, the blue swifts are, 20, was about 20 bucks or so. I mean, even the Stanwoods, I mean, if you're going to, like me, keep buying the blue ones over and over again, it's probably good to invest in a Stanwood simply because, well, the only thing I've had go wrong with my Stanwood, and this was probably my fault, because like I said, I had to modify the way I mounted it, but I had the long wooden screw kind of start bending, and then it started chipping, and I had to actually order 2 more just in case it happens again. But that's the worst thing that's happened as far as that's concerned. Um, and then I don't really like the squeaking sound, but I've heard that you can put paraffin wax or some sort of wax on it somewhere. I'll have to research that a little more. Got all my buttons clicking over here. Yeah, whenever I do, sorry about that. Whenever I do regular solid colored acrylic, it goes in the microwave. But as you'll see today with speckle, that has to go in the oven. I'll show you how that's done. And I'm hoping I have time for everything. I think I will. Mostly. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mount mine so that they are like perpendicular to the table, so that when I'm sitting in my chair and like hanking yarn, I can just sit there and do it from that angle instead of having to have it sitting upright. So it would probably last me longer if I didn't have it in that position, but that's just the best way I like using it. And I think I have found a good safe way to mount my Stanwood where nothing is compromised. Oh, Maribel and Dreamy and HD. Welcome in, ladies. We're just dying some have a blessed day today for Miss Jax. And next we'll be doing some Paint Your Believe. Here we go. Yes, I can, Jax. Yeah, I can. I've actually had that request before. Kim at Classy Kim, she had asked for some solids of her Piece My Yarny. Yeah, Piece My Yarny friends. Oh my gosh. But I'm sorry. She had asked for some solids of hers, and that's how she came up with that phenomenal poncho that I'm forever in love with. But yes, I can. Crafty Critter Christina. Hello, welcome in, and hello, my dear Sappho. Sorry, I'm still trying to get my tongue to work right today. Sappho. Am I pronouncing that right, by the way? Because I'm terrible with names. If I got a dictionary with a pronunciation key, I can do it. Otherwise, I'm terrible with names. Wow, there's Christy. Haven't seen you in a while, sweetheart. I haven't been over to your channel for a while. So cool you could join me for one of my live dies. This is what I've been doing a lot of here lately. The Lord led me to this Etsy shop yarn dyeing spree, and I'm having a blast, and it's a blessing very much. Oh yeah. Love these purples. And I love just seeing the attitude that acrylic yarn has sometimes. It can surprise you. I mean, you can try to do everything a certain way and it'll turn out. Sometimes you'll have some tonals, sometimes you will have um some, I don't know, like some, just some lighter almost white areas. You never actually get a white unless you leave a very large area and you rinse it immediately. There's a couple times I experimented with trying to get white areas, and it's actually difficult to do, but you have to grab it pretty much as soon as it's cool enough to handle. Yes, Christy, I believe it or not, I am actually dyeing yarn, acrylic yarn. Anybody that's ever tried it. I see Karen has made it in. Thank you so much for coming in, Karen. I have another email I sent you, and I'm probably going to send you another one. Yeah, it'll be today because there's something I need to show you. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and get the others ready too. The microwave takes about 15 minutes per hank, so it doesn't take that long to wrap it up. So we'll set this aside. And now we'll move on to, I have to do two Believe by Petra. I told my mom she got me this cute apron. I don't know if you can't really see it, but it's got little dogs on it. I'm like, Mom, I'm just going to be using this to dye yarn with. She's like, well, it's okay. They were cheap. So I told her, well, she's seen yarn, I got yarn in my brain. She's seen aprons on my wish list. And I just had basic, like the black one I wear. Just basic aprons. She goes and gets me these fancy ones. Otherwise, I don't really wear aprons. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad you're still making prayer blankets, Christy. That's great to hear. Oh, she's growing like crazy. She's 3 and 3 1/3, going on like 5 or 6. Baby's so smart and such a big girl. She's 40. Was it 42 inches tall and 52 pounds, and she's only, I mean, she'll be 4 in December, so yeah, she's a big girl, tall and out. But so smart. I mean, that kid's ready for school already. She wants to go really badly, which I'm not quite ready for that, but it's not up to me. I mean, if she really wants to go, then I'd really like to be able to send her where I went to school at Mount Carmel. I think she's you got to be really, 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 really smart to go there as a, as a small child. And yeah, I feel that she's right up there eligible to do that. Yes, I use the same purple for Petras as I do for Setas. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. How's your little girl doing? She's probably not a little girl anymore. Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. Thank you for coming in. Great to see you. I might have to make a tad bit more of this light gray. I noticed when I brought it down out of the cabinet that it's a little low. Let me see how it goes. Yeah, I'm on the mosaic train now too, Drainy. My daughter's done giving it away, but I made her boyfriend a neck pillow, just something small and standard. But I did manage to get one picture of it, so that's good. I told her, I'm like, don't give it away yet because I need to do a video on it. I don't blame her for not waiting because it takes me too long. But yeah, I'm ready to move on to something bigger. I have a pillow that I put in my chair that's been washed so many times that it's like half the size that it normally is. So I want to make like a cover. I want to actually make it into a regular pillow, and I want to mosaic crochet that and stuff the pillow in it. And then like make a, not really a lap blanket, wrong one, not really a lap blanket, but a bigger than a lap blanket, but not a full throw. I don't know what you would call it, but something basically to go from like knees to shoulders kind of thing to hang over my chair. Because the one I have now is, I made it for my husband a couple years ago and he never uses it, so I hang it on my chair now. But I don't know. It doesn't really match my chair. It's dark brown, blue, and taupe, and my chair is a medium dark brown. So I'm thinking about doing something in a couple shades of brown and maybe a maroon, maybe a gold. I'm not quite sure yet. That's the thing too, figuring out what colors you want to use in the mosaic. I haven't used, has anyone ever, I know a lot of people are doing the mosaics now. Has anyone ever used a variegated in a mosaic? Been curious what that would look like. Hello, Doris. Did I say hello to you? I think I did, actually. You can make up what light. I've made DK blankets. They're, well, I've never done with anything lighter, but okay. Let me get the teal. Love this color. Hello, Joy. Glad you could join us. And for anyone that's never seen me do this, this is how I do my gradients for the Patriot colorway, whether it be the cotton or the acrylic. I put most of it down here, then I'll go like halfway down and just spread it out so that it kind of fades into the next one. And it's okay if you have a little bit of white there because it will fade even more into that as it's being heat set. So let me rinse this one off. Marsh Knitting, hello. Glad you could make it in. Okay, and then we put a couple little dots here in the center, and then this one's ready to go. Barbara Riggle Baker. Hello, Barbara, in Kentucky. Are y'all having storms down there? I have an uncle in Tennessee that is, they're calling for tornadoes. They're calling for severe storms here in Virginia. Actually, Christy, you're down there in Tennessee. prayers, all you guys stay safe. Yeah. Hopefully none of this stuff hits at nighttime. I don't know when y'all are expecting it. I didn't even check to see if everything's okay. Other than me being dark, I think everything looks okay. I was trying to set this thing up to do screen within a screen, but it wasn't quite working out for me. So I figured this is fine right here. I think my microwave's getting ready to go on to its last cycle. All right, one more in the Patriot colorway, and then we will, actually I might go ahead and start preheating the oven, which I do a low, I do a low heat. I'll only do 250, and I do it for like 15-20 minutes. So let me get the yarn out first. I want to push this. I'll probably do another hank because one hank of bulky yarn to give away isn't really that much yard wise. So probably won't have time live, but after this is over, I will. Maritza, hola. Glad you can make it in. All right, Marianne, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm so glad you could make it in today. And as always, if anyone has any questions, hopefully I won't miss them. I look up every now and then to, are you leaving too, Christy? Okay. No, I haven't. I haven't got Discord yet. I really still don't fully understand it. My son is always on there, but I don't know. I don't get it. Yes, Tanisha. Yes, please hit that thumbs up, guys. And also, yes, if anyone can share this out, that would be really appreciated. I'm like 73 away from 1,000, and I've already started gathering things for a really, really big giveaway. I mean, I know it's 70 some yet to go, but I mean, you know, the longer I'm saving up for stuff, the more I'll have. But I've already got a lot of stuff. I don't know when I'll show you guys, but and I've still got a little ways yet to go. So yes, I really would like to reach that 1,000 because there's a few things that are just I can't wait to share. Yeah, really awesome things. So yeah, let's if you don't mind, share me out there and see if we can get to 1,000. And of course, there will be lots of hand-dyed yarn in the giveaway as well. Hello, Lisa. Thank you for lurking. Thank you. These gloves can be kind of annoying. All right, well, this one's done. Let me go ahead and take this one out and put the next one in. Would you like to see what it looks like when they come out? They're kind of melty and ooey gooey. Yeah, very hot, of course. I let it sit till it cools off a little bit, and then I'll drain off the excess dye. Grab this one on top. All right. Oh, Elisa, I mean, hello. Glad you could come in. Gracie, I don't believe I said hello to you. Yeah, I need to make just a tiny bit more of this. And basically, this is just light gray is basically just a teeny tiny bit of black, itsy bitsy. So actually, what I'm going to do here, just to finish this off, I bet you it's my husband calling. He always, yeah. I've told him, I'm like, if you call anytime before 4, I'm probably doing my live. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there, dilute it. Oh, okay. Well, it started off as a hobby, and I would say I've only been like playing around with it for like 2 years. I just decided, I wanted some of my own. I just wanted to try it out. I bought some, like, I think it was, I bought some wool and some alpaca. I bought some off of Ice, and then I bought some off of Knit Picks, just to play around with by myself, just making my own thing, seeing what I could do, different dyes. I didn't even really have any. I started off with just plain old red dye. And then right around, it's been about a year ago, I actually started selling it on Etsy because so many people was like, oh, wow, I want some of that. Can you make me some of that? And I already had an Etsy shop with stitch markers and a couple handmade things. So I thought, why not add some yarn to it as well? And I see Tank. Did something happen, Denisha? Yep, here comes the rain. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hi, Tank. Yes, Dina, I do dye cotton. That's actually the one fiber that I have all weights from 1 to 4. I have in wool I have 1, 3, and 4, but in acrylic I only have 3, 4, and 5. Which I don't actually have the 5 in my shop as far as a regular, but if anybody ever wants it, I do have some here. But yes, that's probably my biggest selling is the cotton. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's something I have no idea about thumbs. I don't have my. This is the light one. This is the light one. Sorry about that. Blend that in. I don't have any way of telling from StreamYard. Okay, Marsh. Right. I'm gonna add a little bit more to these end colors here so I can spread it out. What did I miss? Oh yeah, yes you did. And the end of this video, I will be doing a giveaway for the polyester from last week. kept telling myself that I needed to do a video during the week, and eventually Thursday came, and then it's like, okay, just do it on today's live. So at the end of this, I will be doing that. I love doing this fade. So this was one of those experiments that I'd done, before I was doing these live dyes. If I would have known that I would be doing this at some point, I would have saved it for a live dye. So it was one of those things of, I wonder what would happen if I, and it worked. Hello, Zach. That's fine. As long as you want. I'm glad you could drop in. Oh, wonderful. Vicky, thank you. That's good to hear. Yeah, we're calling for storms, but actually the whole, I know a little bit further west of me, calling for tornadoes, and you guys are in my prayers. It's a bad thing about this time of year. Isn't that just fun? That's just so much fun. Just pushing it down, watching it fade out. So pretty. You know what? I didn't turn the oven on, but that's okay. I can do it as soon as I'm done with this. It doesn't take long to get to 250. And the speckled acrylic that I will be doing is a chunky 5, a bulky 5, however you want to call it. And I will actually do another one after the broadcast is over, because one hank, I don't think that's enough to really be giving away just one hank of a size 5 weight yarn. But I will show you guys how I do speckling on acrylic. And this, again, was a experiment that I had done. Someone asked me, which I do customs. If anybody ever wants to get a, well, hello, Shatika. Am I saying that right? If anybody ever wants a custom dye, that's another fun thing I love doing. I have several that, come back for other colors. It's fun to do, and I love doing it. And plus, it lets me experiment as well. So let me turn on my oven. Okay. Now let me rinse these off, my gloves. Okay, now I will need this time. My aspirator. Aspirator? Yeah, well, whatever that thing. My words are just not with me today. Oh, forgot to start. There. Happy now? Okay, so this is what I use for anytime I need to speckle acrylic yarn. I could still do the solids. So if it's like something that needs to be speckled and solid, which I don't have a colorway of that yet. But if I do, this is how I would do that as well. Oh, Tank. Yes, I have. I sent her a picture yesterday. I'm not sure if she got it last night, actually. Not sure if she got it. I meant to pop into her live. Oh, which colorway is that one? The one I just put in the microwave is Believe by Petra. I'm also dyeing some more Have a Blessed Day. This is an order for Jax, who I believe is still in chat. Oh, wonderful, Dina. Yes, it's a lot of fun. Yes, I did email you, Karen. I'm going to email you again. It's been a couple days. But I'm going to send you another one. If you can't find it, I'm going to send you another one after I'm done with this because I got to show you something. Okay, now this is how I do the speckling. I have an old, of course, I don't use any of this stuff for food. Any of these pans, or I have the dish that I put in the last one. I don't use any of these for cooking at all. This cookie rack, this cookie sheet, none of this is for cooking at all. That would be really terrible to do. Especially with basic dye. That's probably the most, well, I wouldn't really say it's toxic, but it is definitely the strongest dye ever. And that's why I do wear aspirator. I wear a mask with it. Okay. I take these off because I don't want the tie wraps to melt. I don't know if they will, but I do. I take it off anyway. I hear you, Mary. Yesterday morning we were calling for freezing rain, and then today we're calling for thunderstorms. Fickle spring. Okay, so I'm just going to do a hodgepodge of some orange, I have some green, I have some yellow, and I have some blue. So I'm not going to do any background colors. I'm just going to do some speckling, flip it over, more speckling, and the oven is actually almost ready already. So I got to take my glasses off because it's hard to get this on around that. So I'll be right with you guys. It'll be hard to hear me around my hat. But I better take the hat off. There we go. See, I sound really weird in here. Alrighty. I'll do this as quickly as I can. She yells through the mask. I always just put some in the cap like that. It seems to be a good method for me personally. Luke, I am your father. Hey, that sounds pretty good, don't it? I am your father. I've often wondered what would happen if I go to the store wearing one of these. I would look pretty paranoid, probably. And I have found, maybe I better not talk while I'm doing this. Can't hear me. Doing some green now. little blotches, that's fine. Got some blue. Oh, good. Hi, Ruby. If you can hear me. Thank you, Tank. I'm going to flip this over. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. So you can't actually hear me, Dina? Let me tell you, this thing is hot. I'll probably turn the AC on after this. Didn't want to put it on before the live because it'd be extra noise. Two more to go. Yes. Thank you so much for all the thumbs. Oh, goodness. I actually should have taken the gloves off. I don't really need gloves on since it's powder. Yeah, getting close to that time. Boy, this hour goes by fast. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the oven, then I'll take my mask off. Oh, goodness gracious. That thing is hot. Woo! But I have made the mistake of not putting it on, and you actually get a weird smell. You actually get a weird smell in your nose like all day long. Get my Leo hat back on here. We got another batch here that's done. So let me go ahead and switch this one out. See there. My glasses are steamed up, but there you go. Take a look at that. And next I'm going to show you guys, we're getting close to 4 o'clock my time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the polyester as soon as I get this going. All right, take these hot gloves off too. I'll just set this off to the side here. Okay, now I'm gonna see if this works. I loaded up a video, 2 videos actually. Let me see. Okay, make sure I didn't miss anything. Well, Angel, I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you could make it for a live. Okay, I have 2 videos here I want to show you guys. Last week's live, I had 2 100-gram hanks of Yarn Bee Breathe Deep, 3.5 ounces, 216 yards, polyester, 100% polyester. And normally I use Rit Dye More for polyester, but I wanted to see if Basic Dye would do it, because Basic Dye dyes anything, I thought. Okay, so oh, does she have her hernia surgery? I hate it when I get days when I can't come into lives and know what's going on. But before I show you the yarns, I'm going to show you, first I'm going to show you a video that I made after the hank that was dyed with Basic Dye, after it was washed and dried. So let's see if this works out okay. So this is how that one turned out. Yeah, I can't give this one away, so I'm going to redo this one with straight Rit Dye More. And keep note that acid dye does not work on polyester. Okay. So then I got it soaked in vinegar and water, and then I put just straight Rit Dye More. The last batch I did, I diluted it, probably 50%. This one here is straight Rit Dye More. So I decided to keep the middle, this mint green like with the speckles. I love these speckles. And I added more of the turquoise or tropical teal there and the red there. So we'll see how that turns out. These are straight Rit Dye More, not diluted. Yeah, you're right, Tank. That's what this is all about, really, is experimenting, figuring out what works and what does not work. So, okay. So this is the hank that was done in the diluted Rit Dye More. I didn't do anything additional to it other than what you guys see me do. And this is how it turned out. And my yarn cam usually shows better. You can look whichever one you want, but I think it's decent. When I first started dyeing polyester, that was back when I was dyeing everything. And back then I thought this was actually good. But now I'm kind of like, well, it's not really vibrant. So if anyone does not want to enter the giveaway for these, I totally understand. I mean, it's still, you know, it's polyester, so it's very soft. It's just, you know, somewhat muted colors. But I like doing that, you know, experimenting with you guys and then actually letting you see, you know, for yourself, whoever gets to win it, you know, actually handle it and see for yourself what it's like. So that is the one. Yeah, it's still pretty. Just muted. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's still very soft. Of course, the cotton really took to the dye. Now here is the one that I put solid straight Rit Dymore on it. I did not have any more of the blue because I used all of the blue up. So what I had done, like in the video, I left the center of it in that shade of, well, it was like a greenish color, but now it's probably a pale green with some speckles. And I just put more of the turquoise and the red on each end. So this is the one, and these will still go together, but this was the one that was just straight Rit Dymore. And honestly, I don't see any difference. Maybe a couple bolder areas, but other than that, I don't really see a whole lot of difference between diluted and not diluted. Just slightly bolder, slightly. Maybe if I would have diluted less, it would have been exactly the same. But I am giving away both of these to anybody that might want it. If you don't want it, I totally understand. I mean, that'd be somebody out there might want it. So that's what I'm going to do today. And my helper's not out here for a question, but I've already got a question I thought of earlier. And I'm trying to plan things to do on my lives. So, my question, and this is going to be not in the chat, guys. I want this answer to be after the video uploads. I want you to comment in the comment section the answer to this question, and you can answer any way you want to. If you don't answer this question, then that just simply means you don't want to enter to win this yarn. So, this is what I'm wondering. Would you guys be interested in seeing me hank yarn and rinse yarn in my lives? I mean, it's kind of boring, but I could just do a small segment of it. I could just sit and chit chat with you guys while I'm hanking yarn. I sit in my comfy chair and do that, watch TV. And I mean, I wouldn't watch TV during the live, but I would sit and talk to you guys and hank yarn on my Swift. Or would you guys be interested in seeing me rinsing out the yarn, which is, I don't know, might be boring to some people, but I just want you guys' opinion on, what you think. What kind of content do you want to see? Do you rather just see the yarn, or would you like to just sit and chat with me one day while I hank yarn? So put an answer to that comment. Okay. How about a comment to that answer in the comments after this stream ends? Not in the chat, but in the comments section below. And then we will let it run until next week's live. And now that I know how to screen share, I will draw a winner in next week's live for these two 100 grams. It's a worsted. It is Yarn Bee Breathe Deep. It is 100 grams, 216 yards each. So 432 yards. That's a pretty decent amount. Yes, thank you, Denisha. So if anybody wants it after this is over, go to the comments section. Let me know. Do you want to see me hang? Do you want to see me rinse? Or do you think that would be the most boringest thing you've ever seen? Even if you don't want me to do it, just let me know. That's what I'm curious about. I've got so many projects I could do nothing but dyeing yarn all the time, but I'm just curious if anybody would ever want to see that. So it's almost 4 o'clock, so I'm going to let you guys go. And all of you guys that are in the path of this storm, my prayers are going out to you. I'm hoping everyone stays safe, everyone stay healthy, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again for coming in, and God bless you all. Goodbye.